Okay guys, what we got going today is took the gas tank off the car and we are going to go ahead and clean it real good. I don't think I'm going to replace it. It's dented all the pieces, but it doesn't leak. Probably only going to hold half the fuel it used to, but new tanks are $300, so I don't think I'm going to put a new tank in unless I find some leaks in this one. It still had gas in it though. Turpentine more than likely, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it all up, prime it up real good, paint it, and go ahead and just put it back in as long as it doesn't leak. Okay guys, we got the bottom all cleaned up. Doesn't look too bad. As you can see, it's really dented. It's probably about 2-3 gallons less than what it started out at, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over. We're going to clean up the top, and then I'm going to fill it with water and see if there's any leaks. If there's no leaks, we're just going to go ahead and paint it and keep moving on. Hey, okay guys, we got the top cleaned up now. Looks pretty good. I don't see any apparent holes anywhere in the tank. It cleaned up pretty good. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to go ahead and fill it up with water. And I'm mostly going to leave it sit for a while and see what happens. And then if I don't see any leaks, we'll drain it out, wipe it down, and go ahead and start getting it sealed up. I'm going to go ahead and put about 5 coats of heavy rust primer all over it, and then I'm going to undercoat the bottom side, and I think that'll be good. We'll stick it back in. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, that's the next day on the gas tank repair. I'm going to go ahead and shoot some primer on here. I give it a little shot of Windex. Clean it off first good. I filled it up with water yesterday, let it sit for about a half hour, and I didn't detect any leaks, so I'm just going to assume it doesn't leak. It had gas in it, so I guess if it leaked, it probably would have leaked out. Got to get some paint on before the wind picks up again today. I'll probably put about 3 coats of primer on this thing, and that should be good. This is my favorite rust-proof stuff, using the Rust-Oleum heavy rust primer. Seems to work pretty darn good. go ahead and get these straps too while I'm at it. Okay, we'll let that sit for, I don't know, half hour, come back and we'll shoot another one. Okay guys, hey, it's the next day. We're back on the Fairlane again. What we're doing here is the gas tank is pretty much done on the top. I got all the primer on. I'm going to shoot one more coat because it's got a couple light spots in it. And then after that dries, I'll flip it over and do the undercoating. Otherwise, we're going to start working up here on the front of the car. I'm going to start putting the grill and stuff back in, and headlights and trim and all that. I'm pretty much done up here. The radiator's in, everything's good. So I'm going to go ahead and get that worked on today. And then the other thing I'm going to show you underneath here, a before picture. Down here, we are going to undercoat everything under here. We'll be doing that today too, before I put the tank back in. All this is going to be undercoated, cleaned up. It's all pretty well cleaned up, but I'm just going to go ahead and undercoat it. So that's what we're going to do today. So as we get going on that, we will get back with some more video. Okay guys, we got the primer coat all done on the top of the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get a shot of undercoating on the bottom here. It's a little windy for painting, but this undercoat stuff's pretty thick, so it'll blow around as bad as regular paint. I want to get this done. I get it back on the car. I want to run, the next time I run the engine, I want it to run on its own fuel tank here. And I can just let it sit and run for a while. I want to make sure that I put a new thermostat in. I want to make sure it's cooling right, the water circulating. I want to get it to pump water through it for a while to clean everything out, and then I'll drain it all back out and go ahead and then put antifreeze and stuff in it. It's already starting to get, it's supposed to be 20 some degrees in a couple days at night, so it's time to get antifreeze and everything. I also got the front put back together on the car. I'll show you that in a couple minutes. I got a coat on the underneath of the car of the undercoating already, but I'll show you that when I get it all done. It's you know, kind of a pain down underneath there. Oh, that looks pretty good for a coat. bug flew in my ear. Okay, well, I think that's good for the first coat. I want to show you the front of the car, where I got everything put back on. There we go with all that. We got the grill, the headlights, everything all back together. I'm kind of done with the front end. I'm missing some screws, so I got to get some new screws and put in those trim pieces around the headlight. But the hood latch works. Pretty much everything's done underneath there. So that's about what we're going to do on the front. I'm not going to try to fix that grill. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get back here in a few minutes when I get going with another coat of paint and stuff. So. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode from Scrapyard Rescues. Well, actually a continuing of an episode. We're still on the gas tank. We had to quit for a couple days. It rained on Saturday, rained part of the day Sunday. I went to the car show on Saturday and did a video on that instead of finishing this up. Tank's all done. I'm ready to install it back under the car. I just wanted to show you what it looked like all cleaned up. I'm not going to try to film underneath the car putting the tank back in. It'll probably won't show up, but as soon as I get it in, I'll get the camera underneath there and we can you can see how it looks all under there. I have the underneath of the car all undercoated. So we're going to go ahead and get going on that, and we'll get back on once it's all installed. Okay guys, we got the gas tank on. Here's pictures of it all installed. I know this you can't see too good here, but we got everything undercoated down here. It's all pretty clean. So now we're going to go top side again and just see what we can, it'll pump fuel up. Okay guys, hey, we're back with the Fairlane on the fuel system setup. You can hear that it's running now on its own power. It's drawing fuel from the fuel tank. It took me a while to get that sorted out, get it going, but I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. So I'm not trying to shout over the engine. I don't have any exhaust on it, so I'm going to turn the engine off and then I'll talk to you a bit. Well, okay, you can see that the radiator is boiling over for some reason. I do have the fuel system hooked up and it is working. Engine runs pretty good. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this video of the fuel system here now. This is enough of this stuff. I got to sort out this radiator thing now too. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video. So please subscribe to my channel. Leave comments, hit the thumbs up, notification, all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.